Checking here, I'm bringing you another Boom Beach video. So in today's video, guys, I wanted to discuss not an upcoming update, I guess, because we're not sure when it's coming, but something that's been talked about a lot lately, the Task Force versus Task Force, what I would like to see and how I think it could work in the whenever we do get the next update. There was like some rumors for it being maybe November. Maybe dropping with the Mega Crab. I've seen and read basically everything about it. So we got the Zookas trained up. We're gonna be seeing how far we can get on Dr. Terrence today with the Zookas, guys. And if we can't do 6 and 7 with Zookas, then we'll just we'll load up Scorcher Tank or something. I've got enough diamonds to have a fair bit of options today, guys. Back. Okay, so Task Force versus Task Force. There's 2 different ways I think this could work. This is just what I've thought of. Obviously, there's probably a million ways to do it, but some interesting, fun ideas that I think would work well. Number 1, a Task Force versus Task Force Force Point Challenge. So basically, what I'm thinking for this is, sorry guys, just hold on a second. I got my stuff here. So it's going to last the duration of a normal operation, just so that, I was thinking, like how's the time going to work, right? Because we don't want it to be, like a separate thing than operations. Because we don't want people to miss operation attacks, because they're doing the Task Force versus Task Force stuff. So the way that could work is just to have it last the duration of the same time the operation lasts, and each player will be matched up with a NPC base, and it'll be kind of like a mini operation base. So the whole thing is going to be based on force points. So whoever has the most force points at the end is going to win the war, or whatever you want to call it. So, and then whoever wins the war gets some sort of reward boat. And I think it would be awesome if the reward boat was power powder or power stones. I think that would get everyone involved, because that's like the one thing that people want. If it was just like gold, stone, iron, wood, then I feel like people wouldn't take it as seriously, because it wouldn't be like I haven't needed actual resources in like the longest time. So I wouldn't care about that. Like I would spend more time getting ready for the actual operation than I would be for that, just based on the rewards. Like, yeah, it's a cool, fun challenge, kind of like Gearhard. Like, I don't necessarily need the rewards from Gearhard. I just enjoy the challenge. That's why I do it. But I think if we could get like it will work basically the same as diamonds do, right? Oh jeez, I just stepped in it again. The same way the diamonds do. So like everyone based on their level, based on their like however that calculating thing works. So like the higher level you are, whatever, the more diamonds you get, the more powders you get. So say like a max player gets like 5 powders. That would probably be a good. I guess if we're doing it every day, it would be like under 5. So maybe like 3 powders would be like the max, and then like 1 and 2 would be like the average that most people would get if you're not like a max player. And so when you attack the base, I think a cool feature would be if it could be like, you know, we can watch the attacks now, but I think a cool feature would be to have a live chat, like just specifically for the attacks. Like you go to watch somebody attack, and then there's just like a separate message board, like oops, shit. A separate message board just for the just to watch the operation, or not the operation, just to watch the Task Force versus Task Force attack, and like people could talk about it and stuff, rather than like the main chat getting just like because that's where I think it could get tricky if someone's trying to do a normal operation attack at the same time that they're planning for the Task Force Wars attack. That's where I could see it causing problems, because like people are trying to focus on the normal operation Good God, I cannot get them to stay in the smoke for the life of me. This is ridiculous. Someone said in my comments the other day that the pathing's actually gotten worse. And I think it's true. Like, I can't ever get them under one smoke now. Like, obviously that one was kind of bad because they were pretty far back from the HQ. But yeah, I think that would be the main issue. Would probably be like just having like another mini operation, which is kind of what Task Force versus Task Force is sounding like. In this idea anyways, with like the NPC base and the force point challenge. So just having like a separate chat for it when it opens up would be cool, so you don't have like people talking about the operation and then people talking about the Task Force versus Task Force stuff all at the same time, because that could get kind of cluttered, especially in a 50-man when it's cluttered enough with the normal operation talk. So notes would be allowed. Most force points wins. We would need some sort of balanced matchmaking, kind of like Clash of Clans. So basically, what I'm thinking for this is for the NPC force point thing, I think a balanced way to do it would be just since you're going against computer bases, I think it would be easier to just have it the same as how operations are done. Like, you just select the like based on your intel, you just pick whatever operation that fits your clan. So like obviously the bigger clans can do the harder operations because they have more guys and stuff like that. Okay. Oops. So I think it could be similar to operations, but it's just like every single player. The difference is every single player has a little base that they have to take on, so it's more like it's more dependent on your entire team, which is going to be harder on like the larger task forces than the smaller ones, because everyone's going to have to attack and take it down. And yeah, so if you screw up your attack, then you cost your team force points. Like, everything would obviously have to be soloed. So I think that would be one way that it could work. Task Force versus like NPC bases, and the winner is just total force points. And excuse me there. And the next one would be like straight up Task Force wars. And I think this is probably like I proposed the other idea because it might be easier like to actually make and to come to fruition. Because obviously NPC bases are going to be easier to control than two clans going at it. So the other one would be like very similar to Clash of Clans in Task Force Wars. So same as Clash of Clans. Each player is matched with a base of someone in the other task force. So obviously the task force sizes have to be the exact same, so 25 against 25, 10 against 10, 5 against 5, 50 against 50. And each player is matched up against a base of like roughly the same level. So this would be cool because it would actually bring ice into play. So it wouldn't just be like if your number one guy is just maxed offense like me and has no ice, and like my defense levels still aren't maxed, like I wouldn't be close to the number one spot because my base would be so easy to take down. So it would really reward people for having good defenses. Obviously, your prototypes would come into the matchmaking balance as well. Okay, so where are we gonna go here? So I think that would be cool. Heart of the base. And yeah, so the harder the base, the more force points you can gain from it, which I think makes sense. And so it'd be the same as Clash of Clans. Like you don't get more points for taking down a base, but you get better rewards for taking down the harder base, which would be balanced the same way that they balance diamonds with the normal operation stuff. I'm gonna throw an artillery there. I think we're gonna step on that one. Okay, I'm actually. This isn't gonna go well. I can already tell. Okay, hopefully we one shot. No, two shot. Okay. So we lost a few there, but that's alright. But yeah, so each player is matched up with someone in the other task force based on their defense levels, based on their ice, based on their prototypes. based on their actual level too. So that would come into play a little bit. And same kind of features. Attacks can be watched live with their own separate chat room. Notes are allowed. So if you take out a base, instead of stars like in Clash of Clans, you could have it as force points, so like 50 force points per base. And like you get 2 or whatever it is for taking out a single building. So obviously you get punished for not being able to solo the base. So yeah, it would be like, I think it would be balanced in the sense that, like, say, like, take me for example, a maxed offense player. Like, say I fully boost, and like some people would say, like, oh, that's unfair, like he's got 10 offensive statues, like of course he's gonna be able to solo, it doesn't matter what troops he uses. He's got 10 statues, but then on the other end, like, the guy could probably beat my base without using any boost, so, and it would be like an easy takedown. So I think it would be somewhat fair in that sense. Okay, so I think from here we're gonna go up on the right side. Can I take this down with 2 artillery? Oh, you stubborn mule. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take down. I'm actually gonna throw a barrage on those 2 mines. I don't think there's anything on the left there that's gonna touch the snow. Okay. I'm gonna throw another snow here. Whoa, 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 whoa! There's nothing there to lock them in. Shoot. That's okay. Okay, so we're marching on up. And yeah, that's basically what I think. How the Task Force Wars could work. Obviously, I'm really excited for it. I think it would be an awesome feature, and it would. I think it would bring a lot of people back to the game that have supposedly left recently because of no new gameplay or stuff. I think it's a really cool like gameplay feature idea. Okay, holy jeez, look at the march, look at them walk, guys. That is nuts. That is nuts. I threw the shocks down way too early, but as long as we get 2 shots here with most of the guys here, we should be okay. Yeah, and I think to top it all off, having a war leaderboard would just be like the perfect way to do it, because people love leaderboards, like for the Mega Crab, for VP pushing, for Task Force pushing, like people love leaderboards. So I think that would be a great way to get everybody involved and everyone trying really hard to either and it would be another end game, right? Like it would be another way to play the game. Like instead of just being VP pushing, like not really Task Force oriented, playing by yourself, or just like straight Task Force all offense, it would give you kind of a third way to be like to be like really well balanced. It would promote that for once, because that's really hasn't been seen yet. Holy jeez, this is a monster of a base, guys. What's gonna be the plan here? I kind of want to stay to the left. I don't know. I do not know here. Maybe if we... I can't come down the right because the rock launcher is going to need too many smokes to get past. Okay, so I think I'm going to take out this flamethrower and kind of park them in there. And then what am I going to need? 1, 2, 3... Maybe we can get away with 3 or 4 shocks, guys. I don't know. This could go either way for sure. The hard part is honestly going to be the landing. I think I'm gonna flare them down like this. And this is kind of going to... I think it's going to be easier to smoke them up past the flamethrowers and stuff. Machine gun there, didn't want that. Okay, so we're going to flare up this way. I should have flared sooner so they didn't spread out so much, but I think we got most of them together. Okay, sorry, I gotta focus. Okay. Alright, so stay under the 1 smoke, please, for the love of God. Wow, they somehow did. Somehow stayed under. it was too late on the critters. Nope, not gonna work. I think I could have did it if I was earlier on the critters, but there's a lot of splash damage stuff in the way today. We'll take one more go at it and see if we can clean it up a bit, but I don't think that's gonna be Zookable. Zookable today, guys. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of my ideas for Task Force versus Task Force. I think it's super exciting because I don't know if they actually confirmed it, but they did talk about it at one point, and like it kind of sounded like it was coming for sure. So definitely something I would like to see. I don't know, guys. I don't know how this is gonna work here. Do we want to go to the left? There's too many mines. There's too many mines on the left. There's too much rocket launcher range on the right. We have to come straight at it. I think taking out this flamethrower is going to help a little bit. We can kind of group up a little closer, and then maybe stay out of the range of that machine gun. That was my plan at first. I just forgot to actually take it out. 1, 2. Hopefully that should be enough. Ugh. Okay. Okay, so 91. I'm also going to flare them the second time a little faster. A little faster. Okay, so we want to smoke right about there, and flare once right up here. And hopefully we can kind of keep them somewhat grouped up here, guys. I'm not going to be smoking perfectly. Okay, we got to stay clear of those mines. Bang, bang. Okay. Alright, so we're looking alright here. It just depends how many shocks we need. I'm not going to bother healing them because I need the GBE for shocking. One, two. Nope, too many machine guns. 3, 4, 5. Shock launcher is gonna fire. Okay, we almost got it. I screwed up on the critters a little bit. I'll try this one more time before I bring out something else, because I think I'll have the diamonds for it. I really want to do this now. Now I know it's possible. Okay. All right, guys. So yeah, that seemed to be the better way to take out the flamethrower first. It kind of clears out those mines that are kind of in our way there. Now, can we do this with 2 artillery this time? Oh, nice. That's gonna help. That's gonna help. Okay, so flaring on. Where do we want to flare? Right about here. Right about there, guys. 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And smoke. Flare. Now the second flare right there has to be a little wider, just because I can't let them step out near the flamethrowers, or this raid is going to end very quickly. Okay, and then the double. Okay, so we got a fair amount. We got a fair amount left alive. So I think I'm gonna throw the critters out now. Double medkit, maybe we can out heal those rockets. Come on, take it down, one more. Boom, boom. Stage 7 goes down, guys. Back. So, so let me know down in the comments what you think of Task Force versus Task Force. Are you excited in general? What are your thoughts? What are your flaws with what I said? Do you have better ideas of how it could work? Definitely interested to know that, guys. And yeah, let me know how you did on Dr. Terrence today, and what you think of Task Force Wars. Are you excited? And everything about it, let me know down in the comments. And that's gonna wrap it up for the video today, guys. Leave a like if you found it interesting or entertaining, and we'll see you in the next one. Chicken out.